Madge, I guess it was a bit closer than you would have liked in that second half, but still got away with the win.
Yeah, the boys probably went away from a few things we were doing in the first half, and then it was really pleasing to see they found their way back again. And that's the game. We had a lot of possession in the first half. We applied a lot of pressure in the first half, and you're going to get rewarded with that later in the game. But I always felt that if the boys could get back in control, that we'd be able to get the game.
Is that the most pleasing part, that you did regain your composure?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, obviously, we had Jacko go off, and we had a couple of guys go off with concussion, so just a little bit of a disjoint time there. But we'll have a look at that period for sure. We need to be better, and Jimmy and I spoke last week about there's just moments in the games where that's hurting us because we actually played some really good footy in the first half. I think our attack's really coming along, and I know we didn't have Brooksy there, but I thought Jock came in and did what he needed to, and did a really good job there for us. And so we know what we're capable of. We've just got to tidy up those moments in the game that are hurting us at the moment.
What's the situation with Jackson Madge?
He had a bit of a sore foot through the week, but he'll be fine.
You got a bit of joy down the Bulldogs right, your left. Was that something you identified in the week and thought, there's joy to be had down there?
Yeah, I mean, my assistant coaches are very thorough in what they look at, and they work with the players, and we obviously look and identify certain things that we want to attack. But I think the players themselves will feel that as well. It's being able to play an eyes up type style of game where if all of a sudden one of the opposition are not on, we've got the ability to be able to play at that too. So we're working hard at our attack.
You must have been impressed there in the second half. Jock spotted Dufty up in the line and went for that little chip and chase.
Well,
because he's heard that, right?
They spoke about that, and look at Jock identified that through the week. So it was nice to see something that he's done in the background comes out in the game.
What's the latest with Jock's contract situation, mate? There's a bit of talk during the week that people are out looking for him after that performance.
I'm sure when you perform like that, a lot of people are looking at you. I really enjoy coaching Jock. He's doing a really good job for us. So I'm sure all that will sort itself out in time.
Confident, but you want to keep him? I know there's guys.
I definitely like to keep him. He's a good player. He's obviously the style of player that I like, and he's very thorough in his game. So it's every club goes through it.
What about New Brown Madge? Ended up at Featherstone last year, probably thought he'd never get back here.
That is a great rugby league story, that one. If you talk to him and what he's been through with his injuries and his persistence, just goes to show if you persist at something, you can find your way. And New's a great example of that. I actually spoke to New probably 2 years ago, or nearly 2.5 years ago, about potentially coming to the club. But he unfortunately was injured at the time. So it's amazing how the circle comes back in our game, and he was out there scoring 2 tries, so it was really good.
So when did he actually get to the club? Was it pre-season or was he coming in?
2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, wasn't it? Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Good start.
Yeah, very handy for us, and we know what he's capable of. Yeah.
Jimmy, you spent a lot of time in the middle there with Alex Twal. It was obviously a bit sad to see him go off with it. I think it was a head knock at the end, was it? But you must have felt very proud to be with him for the 100th time tonight.
Yeah, I was. I think, a lot of it, all of us were. Just the character he holds himself to. He puts the team first. Everything you speak about as a teammate you want to play with. That's Alex Twal. So. For him to get 100 games and for the boys to really make it special for him is extra special, and proud of him.
Got to get him a try next.
Not yet. We were trying there. We had some moves there made up for him trying to train him, but hopefully soon.
Madge, you happy with Brent Naden's first outing?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I just said to him, I'm really looking forward to being able to look closer at his game and how he'll fit into the connections and the combinations with our players. He's going to be really good for us. And just obviously how the group's sort of evolving at the moment, and real credit to the bloke that sits next to me actually, in how he's leading and with the leaders that we have at the club. We obviously had faced a fair bit, over the last couple of months, but really pleased how they've, kept themselves together, and now we're starting to show that on the field. We're going to roll back up again this week and do it all again.
It's a good sign though, Jimmy, isn't it? That it could have fallen apart when they came back at you, but
Yeah, I think again, when it's a good thing where you can take the 2 points and look back and not be too happy. I mean, we speak about being process orientated and not outcome focused, so that's a good lesson to learn and something we'll look at going forward. But yeah, it got a bit crazy out there, but we just needed something, just steady the ship, and we knew it would be right.